President Obama goes on a charm offensive starting tonight. He's having dinner with 11 Republican senators and is scheduling more meetings with House and Senate Republicans on Capitol Hill next week. So, dare I say it, is a grand bargain in sight again. Joining me now to talk about it, Maryland Congressman Chris Van Hollen, the ranking member of the House Budget Committee. Congressman, thanks for your time. I know it's a busy day today.
It's good to be with you, Chris.
Thanks. Can you talk about the president? We're seeing he's having dinner tonight with Republican senators. I know Paul Ryan, your colleague on the Budget Committee, got a call from the president, he said this week. Some more meetings with the president coming up to Capitol Hill expected next week. Is this a charm offensive? Is this the president changing tactics? And regardless of what it is, do you expect a different result than we've seen when we've gone down the grand bargain road in the past?
Well, Chris, I don't think it's a change in the sense that the president has been trying to reach out all along. But most of that outreach has been to the House Republican leadership. Now you have people like Speaker Boehner saying, you know, he doesn't want to have these one-on-one meetings with the president anymore. And so the president is reaching out to other folks within the Republican caucuses in both the House and the Senate. It makes a lot of sense. And I do hope that as a result of this, we'll finally be able to come up with a balanced approach. We still have a long way to go, but there are certain things that are aligning that could produce that result. So let's see.
Now, Congressman, I want to play something that Mitch McConnell, the Senate Republican leader, had to say yesterday about the president's outreach, and then I want to come back and talk about it. Let's play that.
I expect the president to talk to various members. Frankly, I wish he'd done more of that over the years. We've had, all of us, very limited interaction with the president, and he's certainly doesn't have to go through me to call my members.
So, Congressman, I have two questions for you. One is Senator McConnell right in his criticism that the president hasn't done enough outreach to Republican members? And let me throw another one in there for you. Has the president not done enough outreach to Democratic members in terms of selling his agenda?
No, I think the president has done enough outreach to both Republican members and Democratic members. Remember, Senator McConnell was the one who just a few years ago said that his number one objective was to defeat the president of the United States in the re-election rather than focus on jobs and the economy. So it was very hard in that environment for the president to get things done. Senator McConnell just recently said that, you know, it's great that the president's reaching out to my Republican members, but McConnell, has essentially sent out word that they should not agree to any thing that includes additional revenue, even as part of a balanced plan that also includes cuts. But look, I think the president deserves great credit for saying he's going to reach out to every member of Congress. If their leaders don't want to come down and meet with them in the White House, the president's willing to meet with others in the White House, and the president's willing to come down to Capitol Hill. It just shows he's absolutely determined to try and get something done to break through the dysfunction and get a compromise.
Congressman, I want to ask you one more quickly. My colleagues at the Washington Post earlier this week, actually over the weekend, published a piece about how President Obama is looking at the 2014 midterm elections and potentially taking back the House, keeping the Senate, as critical to his legacy. That piece has drawn a lot of criticism from Republicans who say, look, this is a president playing politics. You are someone who has chaired the House Democratic campaign arm. Too early for the president to be talking about the 2014 midterms and his legacy, or not?
What the president's talking about, Chris, is trying to accomplish the agenda that he ran on in the last presidential election. And the point he's made is he would like to do this in partnership with Republicans, whether it's immigration reform or gun safety or dealing with the budget. But his number one priority is to follow through on the promises and commitments he made. And so right now he's reaching out to Republicans, as we were just talking, and say, look, I want to compromise with you. But it's also important to have a backup plan and for people to know that his number one priority is to meet those commitments he made to the middle class in this country, to make sure we strengthen the middle class, to make sure we keep our commitments to seniors, to make sure we invest in our future. That's his priorities, and he'd rather do it with Republicans joining him, but you always need a backup plan to make sure that you can follow through on those commitments ultimately. And that's, I think it's important to have Plan A as well as Plan B.
Congressman Chris Van Hollen, thanks for your time.
Thank you.